crosses a lot of other mysteries in the games, and one of the mysteries that she's trying to unravel is why the machines of this world have now started becoming corrupted. Something's happening to them. And here we are about 3 to 4 hours into the game. We're just returning from a quest where we are sent to gather some information. And as you can see here, the villages of the world, they're very heavily fortified, and that's because this is a dangerous place. They're under constant attack from normal machines, not to mention these corrupted machines, which are much more aggressive. So this village was recently attacked, and as we walk through the gates here, you're going to see some of the wounded, the survivors from this attack being tended to. And over on the house over here is Maria, and this is who we want to return and give our information from the quest to. So we're going to go over and talk to her now.
You made it back alive. Come, let me hear your report. Any luck hunting?
2 packs of corrupted machines just south of here.
All by yourself?
I'm good with a bow. This corruption, it drives machines into a frenzy. We need to know what's causing it.
The elders have spoken. All we can do is fight and pray to the goddess.
The smart move is to find what's corrupting the machines and put a stop to it.
Surely this is a curse only the goddess can lift.
For everyone's sake, let's hope you're wrong. I'll be on my way. I hope to make the border by nightfall.
Why leave our sacred land, Aloy? I know you grew up an outcast, but
This corruption, it's just one of the mysteries I'm chasing. Wherever the trail leads, I go.
There's a village near the border. Mother's Rise. There's been no word for 2 days.
Sure, I'll check on them. It's along the way.
Thank you, Aloy. May the goddess protect.
Now, as you can see there, we had several dialogue options that we could explore. Now, some of these you can use to explore the lore of the world, gain information that might be useful to you, or as you saw there, we just picked up a quest. She's asked if we would go check out a village that's further up the valley, and something's happened to this village, and we just need to go check on them. But before we leave the safety of this kind of fortified area, we're going to come over here to our buddy Karst. He's one of the traders in this area, and we're going to see if we can buy some weapons and maybe an outfit.
Outfits, armor. I hope you're looking to buy. Could use the shards. See anything you like? Sure you do.
All right, so first thing we're going to buy here is a shadow sling. This is kind of a slingshot weapon. And you can see here from this, it has 3 different ammo types that you can fire from this weapon. You see the stats of each one of the different ammo types next to that. And all the weapons can be modified. There's these weapon sockets. When you kill the machines, they'll drop modified parts that you can use to enhance the various different weapons you'll be using. Also, you can see on the right-hand side, this weapon costs 55 metal shards. That's kind of the common currency of our world. But some of the traders require other items in addition to the common currency, and that's what this blaze resource is here. That's what he's asking for this weapon. So we'll go ahead and buy this weapon, and then we'll equip it into one of our 4 active weapon slots that you can have at any one time. Now, you can carry a lot of weapons in your pack, but at any one time you can have 4 weapons active. So go ahead and equip that. We're also going to buy the Karja Sharp Shot Bow. And this weapon is of interest to us because it has this concussion arrow. And what that allows us to do is you can shoot it at parts of the machines that knocks parts off, disables certain attacks. You can detach weapons that you can later use against the machines, or detach resources that you can pick up for crafting later on. So we'll go ahead and purchase this weapon and equip it as well. And now before we leave the shop, we'll go ahead and purchase an outfit. Now, they told us that there's some corrupted machines in the valley, and these corrupted machines, they have kind of a poison to their attacks. So we want to get an outfit that gives us a little bit of protection against the corruption. So we'll go ahead and buy this outfit here and equip it. All right.
There, that fits you well. and it'll protect you from the venom those corrupted machines drip everywhere.
Well, I'll be off. I hope business picks up.
Thanks. Me too.
All right, so our mission is to head to this valley, see what happened. But before we leave, let's just take a quick look around, and you'll see some other icons on the screen, those blue diamond shapes. What these are is there's additional quests and activities that you can pick up in different settlements, or as you're exploring the world, you'll find these all over the world. So we'll go ahead and leave this area.
She's heading into the valley?
All the way to the border, they say.
Hunter leaving!
Leaving
Open
the
the gate! Opening the gate!
Now you may remember Maria was talking about this village just came under an attack. And they were attacked by this corrupted Thunderjaw. Now this is that T-Rex robot that you might have seen from earlier trailers. But this one, he's been corrupted, this black and red ooze kind of dripping from them. This is something that's driving the machines mad and making them much more dangerous, much more violent. And again, that's one of our mysteries. That's the quest we're kind of on right here, to discover what the source of that is. Now, Horizon is fully open world. You're free to go anywhere in the world at any time. The choice is yours where you want to go, so you can go to the mountains in the background, or it's up to you.
Turn back! Corrupted machines in the valley!
I have to cross! I'm headed for the border!
Then may the goddess show mercy. The machines won't.
Now, one of the really cool things about the machines in Horizon is that they all have a role. There's a machine ecology. They work together, doing different activities for the machine kind of ecosystem. And up ahead, we're going to run into what's called the shell walkers. And what these particular machines do is they carry this cargo. You'll see this container on their back. See a couple of them walking by there. Now, when Aloy is younger, she found this ancient technology called the focus device. And this gives her the ability to scan machines and get information before she goes into combat. I love the way these guys put that canister on their back. So here we can see the Shell Walker. They're a level 18. They're much higher than we are right now. They're a bit too difficult for us to handle. But you don't always have to kill the machines. So what we're going to try to do here is see if we can knock that cargo container off and loot it before the guy attacks us, and see if we can get away without getting in combat.
This is it.
And there to kind of help with the getaway, she was using that sling weapon with a stun grenade to kind of slow down the enemies. So we've stolen some loot from that loot container, and that's what you're going to use to craft the various items in the game. So we'll pause here. We're hiding behind a rock that's a bit safe right now. Enter our crafting menu, and we're going to craft some traps, some explosive traps to use later on. And you'll have a variety of different traps, ammos, and different things that you can craft with the resources. And a lot of these resources are shared from item to item, so you'll have to make a decision what you want to use those resources for. So we've crafted a couple traps that will be placed on the ground. We'll see those later. But we're going to continue on here towards Mother's Rise. That's this village that we're supposed to be checking up on. This guy.
Okay, no more sneaking.
All right, well done. It's always a good idea whenever you make a kill on a machine, you want to loot its resources, because again, you're going to need those for crafting later on. Now, like I said, we can talk to people and gain information. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy, see if he has any useful information for us.
I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes, And something worse, a demon.
What do you mean, a demon?
It scuttled from the forest. Drove a group of watchers mad.
How did it do that?
I saw, but I did not understand. Oh, Goddess, protect us!
Keep running for Mother's Crown, it's not far.
Come with me, or the demon will kill you.
I don't believe in demons, and I don't run when lives are at stake. Get out of here.
You're crazy!
So obviously something happened in this village, freaked this guy out. What you can see here, though, is Aloy's, she's very practical. She doesn't believe in the superstitions that some of the tribes believe into. She knows there's a reason, there's a cause behind this. So we're going to continue down the valley, but let's open the map real quick and take a look at where we are and where we need to go. Now this is kind of one small valley in the area, and this, down here you can see this red area. This is the area that's been reported to have been corruption, that there's some corrupted machines have attacked this village here, and it's quite a ways down the valley. Of course, we're free to walk there if we want to, but we can get there much faster if we pick up a mount and ride it there. So thankfully, nearby there's a broadhead site. And what this is one of the machines in the world that you can actually override, take control, and you can use it as a mount to ride around the world. So that's what we're going to try to do now. So now you can approach this situation any way you like, by any means, using any of your weapons or tools that you have. It's usually a good idea. You want to approach stealthily, use the grass for cover, use this focus device that we mentioned earlier for scanning the machines, see what their strengths and weaknesses are. Another interesting thing that this device does is you can see when we highlight over an enemy, it shows you its patrol path. So you can see where this guy's going to be walking. And this enables you to make very smart decisions when you're planning an attack. You'll know exactly where you want to lay your traps. You might hide in the bushes and jump out for a surprise attack, and you know exactly where this guy's going to be walking. And also here, you'll notice that there's two types of machines. There's these broadheads who are grazing, gathering materials, and then the watchers who are working with the broadheads, but they're working as a guard, kind of protecting, looking out for danger. So we don't want to be spotted by them because the broadheads will be scared away as soon as they're alerted. So let's see how Guy approaches this situation.
Time to choose.
So now he's tied down the broadhead so it can't get away, but he still has to deal with these watchers because they've discovered him. Nice. And so now with the watchers out of the way, we can go and override this broadhead to gain control of it. Now you can not only gain control of certain machines for riding around in the world, you can also override other machines to help you out in combat. So Guy could have overrode the watchers and had the watchers fight for him. It's just another one of the options that you'll be able to explore in combat. So again, you see it's much quicker to get around on the mount. Also gives you a nice opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery. See some of these tall necks here walking by. And these are the guys you may or may not have seen that you can actually climb to the top of those machines. Really cool. Now we're coming up to the end of the valley here. We're getting close to the village that we know something has happened to. So we're gonna approach slowly, get off our mount, and kind of assess the situation just before we go running in there. And we're also going to see how Guy approaches this. You've seen the various different tools and weapons. We have the trap that can be placed on the ground. You can tie down the machines. Remember that concussion arrow that can knock parts off machines. Any combination of those you can use, again, as you like. So let's see how Guy approaches it. All right, this is a new machine, the Corruptor. We scanned it. We can see it's a very high-level machine, so it's going to be a difficult fight. But we also saw that it's weak against fire, so that'll be a good weapon to use against it. Place the trap on the ground. Makes the shot. Again, we're trying to, this particular machine is weak against fire, so we're trying to overheat him so he'll expose his heat core. And he doesn't care about the houses, he's just gonna plow right through them. So the whistling you're hearing was Guy calling for his mount to come. You can use all your weapons again on the mount as well as on foot. But on the mount you gain that speed advantage. Guys jump around way too much. We'll try to tie him down and see if that helps. All right, he's down. That gives us more time to shoot additional weapons into him. He's overheated at this point. That core is exposed. He's going for the killing shot, and he does it. Now, Guy makes it look easy. He's a professional, but this is actually a really challenging fight. Now, through this battle, we've gained enough experience points to level up. That gives us some skill points to spend. This is just one of the ways that you'll be improving your abilities, improving Aloy as a character, is by purchasing skills that unlock new attacks, allow you to use resources more efficiently, or unlock a host of other items. So we'll go ahead and purchase a skill here. Now, this machine, it's new to our world. This is something that we haven't seen before. No one has seen this machine before. But where it comes from, who sent it, why is it corrupting all the other machines in the world? What's their end goal? We don't have an idea. So that's, again, this is one of the big mysteries that we're trying to unravel. And this is also somehow linked to Aloy's personal mystery and where does she come from. So that's what you'll get to explore in Horizon.
Turn back! Corrupted machines in the valley.
I have to cross. I'm headed for the border.
Then may the goddess show mercy.
Show walkers. Let's have a look. I should focus scan them. Got some weak spots, but they're tough. Risky, but I need the components. Two explosive traps coming right up.
Watch out! It's corrupted! You did it! I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes, and something worse. A demon.
What do you mean, a demon?
It scuttled from the forest. Drove a group of watchers mad.
How'd it do that?
I saw, but I did not understand. Oh, Goddess, protect us!
Keep running for Mother's crown, it's not far.
Come with me, or the demon will kill you.
I don't believe in demons, and I don't run when lives are at stake. Get out of here.
You're crazy!
The village. I'll never make it in time. Unless I get a mount. Broadheads. If I override one of those, that should do. Sorry, not today. The village. What's that noise? What the hell is that? It's corrupting the Watcher? Vulnerable to fire. Here we go! It looks ancient. Where did it come from?
And we'll go ahead and go inside this fortified village.
こちら今目の前に村があります。結構固く守られている村となっています。
The village is fortified because the world of Horizon is a dangerous place. There's some unknown mysterious force that's been driving machines crazy. No one knows what's causing it.
まあこの村の近くで最近には暴走化した、ロボットがあるということで非常にみんなもまあ危機を感じている状況なそうです。
Let's go ahead and talk to Maria. She's the commander of this village.
この村のまあリーダー的な存在でマレアというキャラクターがいるので、それとちょっと話してみましょう。
Come, let me hear your report. Any luck hunting?
2 packs of corrupted
光
machines
が
just
綺麗
south
だ
of
と
here.
か、そのグラフィックの美しさに驚いている方多いですね。
もうめっちゃ、yeah, they say the lighting is so good looking.
It's gorgeous. Aloy wants to know what's making the machines go crazy. She's very smart and practical, and she wants real answers.
そうですね、アーロイまあこれでなんでじゃあ暴走化しているかとそういうのを直接まあその理由を今探そうとしています。
はい。
This corruption. It drives machines into a frenzy. We need to know what's causing it.
The elders have spoken. All we can do is fight and pray to the goddess.
まあこのようにインタラクティブな会話なので、そこでいろいろともっとさらにユーザーも選択することでもっと深く情報を知ることができますね。
はい。
For heaven's sake, let's hope you're wrong.
Horizon's interactive dialogue empowers you to express Aloy's viewpoint and explore the rich lore of the world that we've created. But for now, let's ignore these other options and continue the adventure.
はい、そのインタラクティブこのように選択肢はたくさんありますが、今回はちょっとまあクエストを進めるときは最後のさようならというのをちょっと選んで進めたいと思います。
I'll be on my way. I hope to make the border by nightfall.
Why leave our
これ
sacred
どこまで聞いていいかわかんないですけ
land?
ど、
はい、
吹き替えのところも気になってるみたいですけど、
機会もちろんあります。現在収録中です。
現在収録中ということですよ、皆さん。
Wherever
楽
the
しみに
trail
待っていてください。
leads, I go.
There's a village near the border. Mother's Rise. There's been no word for 2 days.
Sure, I'll check on them. It's along the way.
Thank you, Aloy. May the goddess protect.
Okay, so we just got a quest. There's a village that might be in trouble, so we're going to go check on it.
でまあ、マレアと話したことでこれでクエストが発生しました。そのじゃあクエストを進めていきたいと思います。
It's going to be dangerous out there, so first let's get some new equipment.
非常に危険なクエストなので最初にここの、はいまあ、お店ですね。そこで武器を買いたいと思います。
I hope you're looking to buy. You could use the shards. See anything you like? Sure you do.
So let's go ahead and buy 2 weapons and an outfit.
じゃあこちらでは2つの武器とあとは、服装を買いたいと思います。
Okay, so first we're going to purchase the Shadow Sling. This is a really versatile weapon. It can fire 3 types of grenades, flame, ice, and shock, that do different damage depending on the machine you're fighting.
そして最初のがこのシャドウスリングという、まあパチンコの、武器なのですが非常に面白いのがこの3つの種類の、弾を撃つことができます。最初が炎、あと氷、あとさらに電気ショックの弾が撃てます。
It also has 3 modification slots. If you fill these slots with parts that you get from the machines you hunt, you can modify a weapon's rate of fire, the damage it does, its accuracy, all sorts of attributes.
さらに横にあるのが拡張というところがあるんですが、そこにはソケットという、まあ、スロットがあるんですね。それを、いろいろロボットのパーツを拾うことで、それを足してさらにアップグレードすることができます。
And then next, let's go ahead and purchase the Karja Sharp Shot Bow. What's really exciting about this weapon is it can fire concussion arrows. These can blast pieces off of big machines and do critical damage.
であと買ったのが、カーチャの長距離用弓ですね。でその下の方にある紫の矢があるんですが、これは、爆発が起こせる、矢ですね。それを使うことでロボットのパーツなどを、破壊することができます。
And finally, let's go ahead and purchase an outfit that gives us some damage resistances.
であと最後に買うのが服装。服装が、okay, go ahead.
And this has modification slots. In Horizon, you can customize both your weapons and your outfits.
そうです。この服装を変えることでいろいろとアロイのステータスが変更されます。ただ今見たところソケットも2つ
There.
服装にもあるね。それでさ
And
ら
it'll
にアップグレ
protect you
ー
from
ド
the
も
venom those corrupted machines drip everywhere.
Well, I'll be off.
コメントの中で
I
も
hope business picks up.
RPG 要素もかなり凝っていて楽しみだなというようなね、お話を
Find
して
the
いま
good
したね。
RPG elements in there. They're really excited.
Yeah, there's a huge amount of options to customize as you go in your adventure. So now that we're all
いやたくさんいろいろカスタマイズすることができるのでぜひ楽しみにしておいてくださいと。
So now that we've got the new equipment, we can continue the quest. But before we leave, it's worth noticing some of these other quest icons here. If we were playing the full game, we could go get those quests. We could do the quests in any order. We would have that freedom.
さらにそうです。今からクエストを進めますが、他に2つの、青いアイコンがあるのがご覧になれると思うんですけど、それは他に別の、クエストとなります。いつでもそのクエストに進めることができますが、今回は1つの先ほどのマレイからもらったクエストを進めます。
But for now, we'll just stay focused on this one quest and go check on the village.
ではじゃあここで、村の中を外出ようと思います。
Opening the gate.
So just ahead, we can see signs of a battle that was fought here. This is a Thunderjaw that was driven crazy.
そうですね。ここにあるのがサンダージョーというロボットですが、はい倒されましたね。
You can see that there's this terrible poison that's sort of dripping and oozing off of it.
でこれは暴走化したサンダージョーで、それが分からないこの黒い、煙が出るんですが、それがちょっと猛毒なのですが、それによってロボットが暴走化されます。
Up ahead here, we can see the watchtower that marks the edge of the valley that we're going to have to cross.
では進むのはここでは、村の橋の高台ですね。ここで村人があったりしています。
Corrupted machines in the valley.
I have to cross. I'm headed for the border.
Then may the goddess show mercy. The machines won't.
One of the most exciting things about Horizon's huge open world is its dynamic robot ecology.
そうですね。一つホライゾンのやっぱ特徴としては、このたくさんのいろんな種類のロボットのエコロジーですね。
Every machine serves a purpose, even if the tribes don't know what that is yet.
そうですね。まだアーロイもそれどういう何のためにいる存在しているのかを探っていくストーリーなんですが、一つ一つのロボットには役割などがあります。
Here, Aloy has encountered some shell walkers. What she does know about these is they carry valuable resources in these boxes on their backs.
こちらにいるのがシェルウォーカーというロボットですね。彼らの背中には、コンテナがあって、そのコンテナの中に非常に貴重なアイテムが入っています。
Let's go ahead and use Aloy's focus device to scan them. And oh, the clasp that holds the crate is a weak point.
はい、これは、フォーカスという、アーロイの一つのアビリティなんですが、それで、ロボットをスキャンして弱点などが黄色くハイライトされます。
早くも絶対買うってコメント来てます。
Okay, we got all those resources, but I think we've made it angry.
そうです。はい、コンテナ、はい、弱点を狙うことで落としましたけど、それによってシェルウォーカーが、はい、ちょっと怒ってますね。ただ、もうアイテムを入手したので、ここは倒さないで逃げます。
Okay, now that we got someplace safe, let's go ahead and use those resources that we just got to make some explosive traps.
で、先ほどのシェルウォーカーから入手したアイテムで、ちょっと、はい、クラフトシステムを開きましたね。はい、ここで、はい、罠、爆発罠というものを3つクラフトします。
Great, let's continue the adventure.
では続きます。
Okay, this watcher chasing that man has been driven crazy.
そうですね、このウォッチャーというロボットですが、見たように黒と赤のあるんですが、それらは暴走化した、はい、ウォッチャーです。
There we go. Okay, now let's talk to this man and see what's happening.
はい、じゃあさっき逃げてた村人にちょっと話してみましょう。
You did it. I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes, and something
弓
worse.
難しそうかなってきてるんですけど、そうでもないですか？
いや、そうでもないです。あとはコントロールも非常にスムースなので、ちょっと最初慣れるのはあるかもしれませんが、はい、慣れるのはすごい簡単、気持ちいい快感だと思います。
Come with me, or the demon will kill you.
I don't believe in demons, and I don't run when lives are at stake. Get out of here.
接近戦初めて見たのでちょっとテンション上がってる方もいますね。
So the village is in trouble. Some kind of demon is driving machines crazy. Let's see how much farther it is to the village.
はい、それでこの奥の村でもやはり暴走化したロボットがいるという話を聞いたので、そこへ進みたいと思います。で、ここでマップを開くのですが、じゃあどれぐらいの距離なのかですね。割とまだちょっと行くのや遠いですね。
So the village is still kind of far away, but closer by there's a herd of machines. Let's override one of those and ride it as a mount.
はい、まだちょっと遠いので、もっと速い、スピードでそこへ移動する手段を見つけます。ここの1個の地域でブロードヘッドという地域がありますね。そこへちょっと向かいましょ
う。Overriding machines is one of the ancient technologies that Aloy recovers in her journey.
ここで紹介したのがブロードヘッドというロボットをオーバーライドします。オーバーライドというのは一つアーロイのロボットをハッキングするアビリティです。
Okay, so let's do a scan. What we want to do is to override a broadhead, but the broadheads are being guarded by these watchers. The herd is being guarded.
牛みたいなのがブロードヘッドなのですが、見たところ他にもウォッチャーが周りに見張ってますね。
Let's see how Francisco handles this.
はい、じゃあここでどうやってブロードヘッドをオーバーライドをして、無事に行くのか、フランシスコさん頑張ってください。
Sneaking up.
そーっと行って、
Okay, so he's going to use a rope caster to tie it down and immobilize it.
このロープキャスターという武器を使って、はい、捉えました。
But here comes some watchers.
そしたら見つかったのでウォッチャーが、はい、攻撃しに向かってきます。で、一つ弱点はウォッチャーのこの目ですね。ど真ん中に当たったら一撃で倒すことができます。
Now we do the override.
ここで槍を使ってオーバーライドです。武器だけではなくこれでハッキングすることもできます。そうすることでほら青く、光るようになったんですけど、それで味方になったと分かります。
So riding a mount lets us go a lot faster, but the nice thing is you can still take in all of the beauty of the world around you.
これで騎乗することでもっと速いスピードで目的地へ行けるだけではなく、このように絶景を楽しむこともできます。僕もこのキリンさんみたいなのってすごい好きなんです。
やはりこう乗るところを皆さんいいなーっていうね、盛り上がってますね、コメントもね。
目的地があともうちょいですね。
乗れるのはこれだけではない、言える範囲ですけど、
ちょっと詳しくは答えられません。
詳しくは答えられないけれど、これだけではないような点々点というところで理解していいですかね。点々点で濁しておきましょうか。はい。
Okay, so we've arrived at the village. It looks ominously deserted, so let's investigate on foot.
はい、村には着きましたが、もう人は逃げたそうですね。ちょっと調査してみましょう。
So this is what's been driving the machines crazy.
これがそうですね、ちょっと不思議なロボットなんですが、これが他のロボットを暴走化させてました。
Okay, so it looks very tough, but it's vulnerable to fire. Let's see how Francisco handles this.
ここでそのフォーカスでスキャンしたところ、非常に強い強敵なのですが、弱点としては炎だそうです。
Looks like he's going to take out its friend.
最初にウォッチャーを倒しますね。
Some flames on it.
そうですね、炎に弱いので、炎の矢を使って、攻撃しましょう。
You see a lot of destructible elements in the environment.
はい、これご覧のように家とかも本当に飛ぶような感じで壊れたり。
Okay, we just placed down one of those explosive traps.
これが罠、さっき作った罠ですね。はい、これはどうフランシスコ使うんだろう。撃つことで爆発させます。
Okay, we're gonna call in our mount to try to get some speed.
はい、今の口笛ですけど、それで先ほどオーバーライドしたブロードヘッドを呼びました。で、今多分そのどこかから現れるのかな。今向かってますね。まとめました。アイコンでも、はい、ブロードヘッドがあと100メートルぐらい。
Where's that mount?
全然来ない。言うこと聞かない。あ、来た来た。
Here we go. Okay. Let's use a concussion arrow to blast off that spike launcher, its weapon.
そうですね。これからはじゃあちょっと弱まってきたスパイクロンチャーという武器を破壊したいと思います。先の爆発する弓を使って。
Did it. Okay, good.
ブロードヘッド呼んだのにもう死んじゃいましたね。
Yeah, we're gonna start tying it down.
はい、でこのロープキャスターで、はい、動きを捉えます。でも先ほどのジャンプ攻撃ができなくなりました。
Okay, good. Now we'll put some more flames on it and set it up for the kill shot.
でこれでまたさらに炎の矢で攻撃したら、あ、今弱点が飛び出しましたね。この冷却装置なんですが、
And it's down.
はい、最後の一撃で死にます。
So Aloy has just defeated this mysterious machine, and she's earned a level up for it.
でここの、不思議なロボットを倒してアーロイもさらにレベルアップすることができました。
But where did this thing come from?
ではここのロボットはどこから来たんでしょうか。
The world of Horizon is a world of huge dangers and huge mysteries, but the answers are.
かつてこの大地にいた者たち、古の者、星々に届かんばかりの塔。だがやがて偉大なる都市は闇に包まれる。人々が消え、大地は変化し始めた。新たな生命が命を宿した。だが我らは支配者ではない。それは人と機械の危うい均衡。だがこの均衡も長くは続かないだろう。嵐がやってくる。
異端児め、システムに変えるがいい。あれは呪われておる。
なんで仲間外れなの？私のお母さんは誰？
そこをどけ。手を貸すつもりがないならな。
崩れかけた廃墟の下に眠る恐ろしい秘密。
古の者たちがどこに消えたのか、なぜ機械が支配するのか、私が何者なのか。
だがアーロイよ、それは禁じられた問いかけ。
でも私は恐れない。
ならば闇に備えよう。それは明かしてはならぬ真実。
We know we weren't the first ones here. Our stories speak of the ones that came before. The old ones. The world of the old ones was so different than ours. They had built incredible cities with towers that reached the stars. But a darkness came, and their cities turned to graves. And without them, the land started to change. Their great cities faded away. And in their place came new life. Over time, one by one, the tribes came to these lands. Some small and humble, some powerful as kings. They say my tribe was the first to hunt, the first to raise our bows. For this world was never ours. We've always shared it. A dangerous balance between man and machine. There's the herd. Finally. Damn it. A watcher. Better stay out of sight. Go away. No, you don't. Sorry, little one. I couldn't let you call for help. Perfect day for a hunt. This is going to be harder than I thought. Okay, this canister should be full by now. Just a couple more. Oh, come on! Yes! The stories don't tell where the old ones went. They don't tell us why the machines rule these lands. But they warn us that this balance cannot last. storm is coming. And I will be ready.
Hi, my name is Mark Norris, Senior Producer for Guerrilla Games on Horizon Zero Dawn. And here we are, finally with Paris Games Week. We premiered Horizon Zero Dawn at E3, and at that time we only showed the behind closed doors to a number of the media members, but we've never shown it publicly. And finally, we are going to do that here today. One thing that you should know almost immediately is, yes, you can explore everything that you can see here, but we're on a quest. Now, we've hidden that quest UI and that quest interface, but one of those two tribes that you saw previously in the trailer, one of them has given you a quest, and it's a quest of critical importance. And that quest is to get a very specific resource. It's a resource from the canisters that you can find on the back of this herd that we call the grazers. Now, why do you need this resource? Why does this tribe need it? What is happening in this world? Those are still things that we're going to keep a mystery, but you will desperately need to retrieve this because it's a critical part of what's happening. As you're looking at this screen, for the very first time, you're going to notice some of our UI or our HUD elements. Now, the art on this isn't exactly final, but you can start to see how the game is really starting to creep into what we're doing. You can see in the top middle part of the screen that there is a compass. Now, we've hidden our quest markers and our quest objectives, and we'll talk about a quest here in just a moment, but you can see a compass certainly denotes an open world style of adventure. In the upper right hand corner of the screen, what you can see is the very beginning of a level and an experience bar, so you can start to see the RPG elements start to seep in. In the lower left hand corner of the screen, you can actually see our health bar. It's unusual, it's painted like an arrow. Some of the tribal influences are certainly coming into the UI and HUD, and even though the art's not final, you can expect that those tribal influences will stay. You've seen a number of locales inside of the trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn. You've seen some desert, you've seen some snow, and of course you see here the forest. And currently Aloy is crouched in what we call some stealth grass or some tall grass. Stealth plays an incredibly important part of Horizon Zero Dawn. In fact, you can see the UI element for this right underneath the compass is a little circle. That is in fact a stealth indicator. And so Aloy will need to wait for the right moment in order to introduce that stealth attack.
Sorry, little one.
So we mentioned that there are a couple of RPG elements, right? One of those things that you just saw, especially if you've got the keen eyes or if we zoom in on it, is the number 825 that just popped up. So that number 825 is incredibly important. Why? Because it denotes that there are, in fact, RPG elements hiding behind the hood. That is a damage value. We call that floating combat text, and you can see that number pop up. But now we've actually also gotten into the loot menu. Now, we've described previously how important the machine parts are to the world of Horizon Zero Dawn, but here we're showing you some of those parts. In fact, that flame coil that you can see on screen is one of the elements that's required to build explosive arrows. Now, machine parts are incredibly important. The economy, the entirety of the world of Horizon Zero Dawn is built around these machine parts. So here you can see Aloy picking up what is essentially a couple of health plants. Now, those will fill up your health if you get low, but the important thing here is actually what they represent. You will want to explore every nook and cranny of this open world. The ancient city, the tops of mountains, rivers and valleys, all kinds of settlements, because you never know what you'll find. Guerrilla's DNA is strong in Horizon Zero Dawn. We've talked about this game being an action RPG, but Guerrilla Games is really known for its action. What Aloy is going to do here, she's going to use what we call the explosive tripwire. And that is really used as a trap. It can be used as a defensive countermeasure, but it's mostly used as a preventative measure. She knows, because she spent so much time with these machines, that these grazers are incredibly skittish, that they will run off at the first sight of her or the first sight of noise. And she knows that if she's going to complete this quest, she's got to get those canisters. So for her, the best way to make sure this happens is to set these explosive tripwires down and try to find a way to force the grazers into the traps. So that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to set down a couple of these traps, and we're going to try and create a distraction. The machines in Horizon Zero Dawn do have herd-like activities. And here we have a species defending itself, these grazers allowing a couple of them to stick around to fight Aloy. This is the mighty Thunderjaw. One thing that you will immediately notice is the size differential between Aloy and the Thunderjaw. The Thunderjaw is 24 meters long and it's 10 meters wide. It has 93 destructible armor plates, each with its own health value, and it has 271 animations and 67 VFX. It has 12 attacks, it's 550,000 polygons. And so what we're taking a look at here is actually some of the strategic and tactical elements of a fight that Aloy will want to think about when she gets engaged with the Thunderjaw. So we're going to take a look right here at the fact that there is actually some weak points on the Thunderjaw. As you're taking a look at the leg here, that orange muscle that you can kind of see underneath there, that is also a weak point. If you're able to hit that, you're able to do 4 times the amount of damage that you would ordinarily do. Now the question is, how would you actually take off that armor plate? Now we give you a couple of options there, but the best option is to use the machine itself. So we're taking a look at the disc launcher right now, and you saw earlier in the E3 trailer that you can shoot off the machine. You can shoot off the disc launcher, but you didn't know why we did it. The reason why we did it is because it takes a lot of arrows to knock off a Thunderjaw's armor plate. But if you can knock off its disc launcher, you can pick the disc launcher up and use its own weapons against it, and that's one of the best ways to take down the Thunderjaw. Fighting the Thunderjaw is an awe-inspiring experience. We talked previously about the fact that it has 12 attacks. A number of those attacks that you're seeing now you hadn't seen before. It's not that it has a tail swipe and a foot stomp and a little bit of a disc launcher attack. Shooting off those disc launchers is incredibly important for a second tactical reason. It has a 360-degree absolute assault with that disc launcher that makes it incredibly difficult for you to get anywhere close to it. So you're going to want to take off those disc launchers. But if you are, you'll notice now it still has a railgun and a mouth laser. So this thing's serious. Even though it's previously damaged, it still has a huge amount of attacks. So what Aloy is going to try and do here is try to find a way to tie the machine down so that she gets a brief window to figure out her next move.